Welcome in to the Crypto Bunker podcast. Today we're going to be talking about just what's going on with the markets, what's going on in the Bitcoin world, maybe some of the crypto world. I'm not really sure. Wanted to get this out to you guys because we are at a really critical level. As you can see, we made a low here, and again, looking back all the way to when we were trying to break to 20,000. I took these two key supports as we tanked, got back up, tanked, and then we melted face. If you take that and you draw that, excuse me, all the way across, we, you know, we basically made that perfect support here. And it fit perfectly with our wedge as well. So look at that. I mean, that's, talk about a key level, right? And then we again made it support here. We are now again making it support there, and we're right above it. So we obviously have a little bit to go, but I mean, I think we're looking at Monday possibly being the breakout. I mean, I want to be bullish, although I will switch my tune if we close a 4-hourly candle below this line. Another key level is this, because we caught support there. Here, we pretty much caught it there. We wicked down below this here, but again, we're still healthily, I think, above this this line. I mean, if you look, we obviously wicked down, but nothing too crazy there. We are getting some good green volume. I mean, if you look at that volume right there, that's actually the highest green that we've gotten in a while since here. And that was a buy on this dip right here. So again, very strong support at 35.6. And if you look according to Pomp, at least it's official today at 4:15 p.m. Jack Mallers will be making an announcement at the Bitcoin conference on the Nakamoto stage, easily the biggest announcement in the last few years. See everyone there. So let's just keep that in mind. I'm not sure what this is going to be. I don't know what this announcement will be. I guess we can go to Jack Mallers' page. I mean, I don't really know. Yeah, he hasn't really done much on Twitter since the Indy 500. Bitcoin car was racing, which was really cool. This is just a tweet saying Elon Musk's irresponsible tweets have caused more people to get liquidated than any other crypto event in history. Over 1 million people have been liquidated. And I think that's essentially what's happening is there's these whales who are just selling 100% based on Elon's tweets. He tweeted around here, bam, bam, bam. He tweeted here, and it wasn't even bad. And it went all the way down to here. So again, this is a huge battle right now between the Bulls and the Bears. A little bit scary because again, we haven't broken this, right? We have not broken this all throughout this entire wedge, and so we have to realize that the breakout up here is 48,000, but the breakout down here, if we look at it that way, is going to be 25,000. And we could even overcorrect, right? We could hit this. This is a CME where the CME gap happened, right around this area, 23. So I think we would catch strong support probably at. I mean, I can't even imagine it. I think personally, I think we'll catch support at this level, if anything, and that will sort of become the new wedge. you can sort of look at that as like a giant wedge, at that point. Um, if you look at it like that, I mean, that's sort of where we're going to bounce around in this massive wedge area for, probably a few months here. I mean, if you look at that, when does it connect? Late August. And I mean, I don't even think I can but measured move on that would be, I mean, 64, 20. I mean, we're looking at, you know, 80,000 spike once we break this, which, I think would make sense. But right now we're focused in this like mini range. I guess it's not like something to get too nervous about if we do break below. Like I said, again, I think we will find support here at this level at 32. And then it still becomes an upward trending wedge. It's just a little bit slower of a wedge. Um, we just sort of have to zoom out at that point and look at it more like this. See how that becomes that wedge right there? So it's still an upward trending wedge at that point. Um, but right now we're in this wedge, and the bulls are fighting back. They're trying their best here. I mean, it's hard because on the weekends there's less volume happening, so it's a little bit tough. Let's take a look at some other things. Polkadot, obviously, I talked about that last night. If we look at that on the 4-hourly, and it's probably, I'm guessing that it's touching support on that as well. Um, yeah, I mean, this is a pretty bullish throwback. I think Polkadot is one of the best buys in the entire crypto space right now. They're just starting with their parachain auctions. Um, if you're not sure about what that is, parachains are basically sidechain projects that will be on Polkadot, just like Ethereum has all those tokens that are built on Ethereum. This will now have tokens built on Polkadot, except there's actually a lot more features that I think are more beneficial to projects than the Ethereum ecosystem. You don't need gas necessarily to use the systems, so it's a little bit more cost effective. And they're going to be able to do the same things. They're going to be able to have just as good as security. I mean, Polkadot's ahead of the game in terms of proof of stake. Um, so you're going to be able to have like some really good projects that come in and operate throughout their ecosystem. We touched this Ethereum on the downside perfectly, and we're fighting with that as well right now. Um, that's looking, pretty good. I mean, this is a little bit more flat at the top, um, which is fine. I mean, it looks okay. I think if you look at, if we take a measured move to the upside, looking at about 4,100, probably, I mean, my target for that is a little bit lower, but move to the downside, 1,400. I mean, it's pretty brutal with some of these predictions, but no one really knows. I mean, I can't imagine we don't catch support. I mean, here's another example that I can give you with this support band that sort of has stretched again, like catching this support here is pretty cool to see. And again, maybe we just form a massive wedge at this point. We need some positive news. Like we need something massive. And if Jack Mallers can deliver on that, he will be a legend forever because that's exactly what we need right now. I mean, again, but so yeah, if we broke down, 2000 looks like pretty clear support area. And then, we can sort of say, yeah, we're trending up and, this just becomes like a longer sort of drawn out wedge once again. And, we sort of range for a while, right? And that's okay. I don't, these measured move people, obviously, it's one thing to do that like in the midst of a bull market, in the midst of sort of, certain areas. But right now, I think these technical supports should hold for Bitcoin and Ethereum. If you look, obviously, there's the technical support for Bitcoin, and there's the technical support for Ethereum. And we've held that pretty much the whole bull run. If we close the 4 hourly candle below that, then I would be very, very, very worried. Then I would probably close some positions, to be honest. Obviously not if you're just long-term hodling, that there should be no stress right now about the price. The space itself is so bullish. I really truly believe that cryptocurrency will revolutionize the future. It's something that I just firmly believe in. Like, let's look at this. Senator Cynthia Lummis yesterday at the Bitcoin conference said it's important to have Bitcoin underpinning the US dollar as a store of value, the way gold used to be. So I don't see how the central bank doesn't do this because Bitcoin is going to exist. And so if the US and other countries use central bank digital currencies, then I don't really see how that they wouldn't have digital gold, right? They hold physical gold with their physical dollars right now. So why would they not hold digital gold with their digital dollars? It would just make no sense. Um, Again, this guy, I recommend following him, the Crypto Sniper. He's really, really good. He believes that we're at the halftime point in this macro bull run. And he also has these levels drawn out. And he basically said, we won't be wrong until, we go below this level here, 35.6. So that's what I'm looking at. And I think, we're in a little bit of a battle here. And the thing that sucks is if we just go sideways for the next like 8 to 12 hours, we end up closing below. But let's hope that this Jack Mallers news, takes us up. I don't see why we can't hit this line again. And then bam, finally. I mean, gosh, so overdue. It's unbelievable. And so, let's look through a little bit more here. As you can see, global food prices have jumped 40% in May. The food price index has now risen for 12 consecutive months, highest value since September 2011. Pretty crazy. Now I feel like I don't know, I feel like not enough people are talking about it, but it's obvious if you go to the grocery store, basically can't get out of there without paying like $100. These are just some of the Elon tweets. Obviously, he tweeted this. Sort of funny, I thought. And he's just like messing with everybody now. He's talking about come rocket to the moon, which is like, I think this is a reference to the Bitcoin Mining Council, possibly. Like I think he's saying Canada, USA, Mexico are going to be the Bitcoin capitals of the world. I don't know. He said, I pretty much agree with Vitalik, which I thought was really cool. If you listen to this, Vitalik, he talks about Elon, and he talks about like how, Elon's just trying to have fun. And with the Dogecoin stuff, like Vitalik owns a ton of Dogecoin, and he loves Dogecoin. And so I just thought it was cool to hear him say that and just be like, yeah, I think Elon just likes dogs just like I do, and just thinks it's like a fun thing. And I pretty much have like always sort of thought that about Elon with Dogecoin. It's just fun. And he's just like messing around. Um, obviously this person said, the Bitcoin price is getting manipulated by Elon. It's like hypocrisy because Bitcoiners say the price can't be manipulated, and that's BS. It definitely can. It definitely is being manipulated. But these people are manipulating the price to scoop up more coins, and they're doing it within this range so far. So everything's fine so far. Um, and he just said, look at this, as in like, yeah. I just said the largest population in the country world or in the world, India, 100 $100 positive 4 hourly candle. Elon tweets a 16-year-old girl complete joke. 2000 negative 4 hourly candle. Bull or bear? I mean, some of the positive news we've been getting, we haven't been seeing any pumps, but then like Elon tweets some BS thing and we get a huge, massive negative candle. Not really what you want to see. So it's a little bit scary times. I again think that these whales are using Elon's tweets as a way to manipulate the market and pick up more coins. Cool thing I thought with Aave, um, if you guys use the lending and borrowing platform Aave, you can post collateral in there. You can post your Ethereum, your Bitcoin, your Aave, your other things, and get loans based on that. And obviously, you can get liquidated. So be careful. None of this is financial advice, by the way. Anything that I say shouldn't be taken as any type of financial advice in any of my videos. So NFT as collateral is coming to Aave. That's going to be pretty cool. You can post your NFT as collateral and take loans against it. That's like cutting edge stuff. Crazy. Um, and so yeah, let's see where we're at. I mean, still holding, still holding, still holding. Pretty well. The candles are, I expect. I mean, I expect another green candle here and maybe take us up to this range. And then we'll sort of see what happens in this range. This is where the fight really happens in here. So if you can pick up coins now, I think pretty much at the lowest point we can get. But anyway, that's pretty much it for me today. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Just helps, obviously, get the word out to people. I'm not someone that's like, super serious about this. I'm just sort of an average person doing these videos. So, but yeah, I think it's fun. So, if you guys think it's fun, if you guys like them, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.